Let's go. Boy, those clouds are stacking up and looking bad. Perfect. Some of you guys have been asking for stuff like this. And today we are headed down to HangCon 2023. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks now. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I've been kind of posting a little bit about it. So headed down that way now. I'm on the road. I had to stop and get a few more supplies. I had to get a bag of ice and some stuff, but we are on the road now, headed to HangCon. Let's get it. I had hoped to get an early start this morning, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I got up, I had just a few things left that I needed to pack up in the morning, and I wanted to get out about 6 o'clock. But I got up and I had packed too much stuff in the dryer last night, and the dryer wasn't completely dry, so I had to start that over again. And the bottom had fallen out and it was flooding, so I rolled over, went back to sleep for a little while until the dryer kicked off, and I got loaded up and got out of there. So we are running a little bit behind for what I wanted to do today, but that's all right. It'll be fine. So HangCon, here we come. Looks like we are here. All right, we are here. We're about to do the registration and then go see if we can find our buddy Ken. He's got a campsite already set up. I think he's going to be waiting on us. Hey there. You're friendly.
If you outgrow here.
we're gonna see.
So I just put my...
Yeah, this is basically the release from liability in case you get eaten by a bear, an alligator, or an owlbear. So you don't sue us. Looks like we're up to 200 people with you. Is this your first HangCon?
It is.
Excellent. Where are you from?
Gainesville.
Gainesville. Oh, my sister was born. Well, we have our raffle, which is tomorrow night. We're going to be selling raffle tickets. Did you buy raffle tickets online by chance?
I didn't.
You didn't? Okay, no problem. We're going to be selling raffle tickets up to the time of the raffle.
Okay.
Basically, the raffle donations take care of the cost of the food and the location, everything like that. Hope I got hair. No, I'm sorry, man.
That's okay.
Okay. If I could have you fill out this little name tag. I've got a badge holder for you too. Pick whatever color. Please keep it PG-13 at least.
Do I need to put my name on here? Or
name, what your trail name, regular name, whatever you want people to call you. Let's see, what else? Sawyer donated 400 miles of this, so everybody gets a bottle of permethrin.
Awesome.
We're going to be here. I'm going to be here all weekend. If you have any questions, forget a piece of gear, please come see me.
All right. What's the stickers over there?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let me give you a sticker.
I definitely want a sticker.
There you go.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, that's really cool. We are all registered and ready to go. Now we got to go find our buddy Ken and see where we're going to set our camp up. There he is. Found him. All right, so we made it down here. We are gonna go ahead and grab some stuff. This morning, I just kind of threw everything in here. I didn't even throw it in a pack because I thought we were gonna be able to find just a little campsite here with everybody else and just kind of be able to camp right out of the back of the Jeep. But that's not really the case. We've got to hike in. It's not far, just a short little distance there, but I'm gonna have to kind of throw some things in my pack. I did bring my pack just in case, so I got to throw some things in there, and then we'll go on in there and get camp set up. And got something cool I want to show you. I'm excited about that. So get some things thrown in here real quick, get in there and get set up. So Ken already has a spot set up for us in here, or a spot where he's set up. We can set up there too. Nice thing is the trail is right across from the little bathrooms there, and there's hot showers, and seems like it's a really cool little place here. So I want to get set up real quick because they have all kind of little gear tables set up where people are selling gear and stuff like that. So I don't want to waste time. I want to get set up pretty quick here so we can go down there and check that out. All right, so I'm really excited. I've been wanting one of these for a while, and I went ahead and got one the other day. My buddy Rob Rhodes actually asked me a question about this the other day, and I'd never really had one to kind of talk to him about, so I ordered me one. So this is the Onetigris Kompound Hammock, and we're gonna get this thing set up and see how it looks. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have some growing pains with this hammock. So my other hammock is about an 11-foot hammock. This new hammock is only 8.5 foot. The span where we're trying to set up here is a little farther than I normally like to set up anyway. So that's actually making it where my straps and everything don't work out. But I brought my old hammock and I got some extra straps. We're just gonna put this stuff together and see if we can make it work. I know this looks pretty ridiculous. So much stretch and all that stuff, sitting down super low. The thing is, like I said, this is a new setup, and everything is gonna stretch right from the start. So while we're getting everything set up, I'm gonna just keep sitting in it, stretching it out, and then hopefully we can get all the stretch out of it, or the majority of the stretch out of it. And then once we get everything else set up, I won't wake up in the morning laying on the ground. Well, I don't know how this thing's gonna work. I know I still got a lot of stretch to deal with on this thing, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go with how it is right now. It's pulled really tight. It's got a built-in ridge line in it, which is nice, but at this point, like, I can't get as much sag in the hammock as I want. And I know there's stretch left, so maybe once it breaks in, it'll be fine. But to be honest with you, I'm not holding out a bunch of hope for it right this second. So I really been wanting one of these things. I don't know how I feel about it right this second. So it may turn out fine. It may turn out fine, but I know I'm kind of spoiled with the ease of my old hammock setup. So I don't know. You know how that goes. That shoe fits, and I know it does. So. Okay, so right now I've got my tarp set up in a diamond configuration, so that should be okay. Give me plenty of room under here and plenty of room to be able to move around. I've got the hammock set up under here now. I do have a new underquilt. Let's get that thing set up, and I am ready to go down here and check stuff out. I'm chomping at the bit, so let's get this underquilt set up on here and then get down here and check things out. Alright, so I've got everything set up here at camp. I've got my gear hanger set up here with my cooking stuff on it, and I won't need my pack here in camp, so I'm gonna go ahead and go store my pack back down at the vehicle so it's out of the weather. It may rain again today, so I kind of take that opportunity to get it back out of the weather. But all in all, I think I've pretty much got everything set up and ready to go. I'm ready to go down here and check out this area down here, check out some hammocks and stuff, and then see if anybody's selling anything. Pretty nice. This place provides bathrooms. Got a whole row of bathrooms here. And then on the other side over there is a bunch of showers, so that's pretty cool. Now, one of the nice things about this hang con is you don't have to be in a hammock. You see here somebody's got a camper set up. There's some like van life for vans around here. I have seen some tents and stuff set up around here, so you can come down here and enjoy the thing without actually hanging in a hammock. That's a pretty interesting looking little setup they got going on. Looks like they got the end zipped up there, block the wind. Pretty nice little setup.
So again, you want to kind of end up sitting right there so that when you put your head that way.
Now, if this thing breaks and I hit the ground, nobody can laugh about this.
Nope.
We will not laugh out loud.
That'll work. That's fine. Okay.
But it'll live rent-free in our memory for forever.
I'm not gonna put my feet in here.
No, put your feet in there. Go and put your feet in there. No, it's okay. Look, everybody else has been doing it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And if you scoot towards your feet a little bit, it'll balance you out a little bit more. There you go.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little tight on the elbows. There's the only thing.
You sleep on your back side or your stomach? How do you normally sleep?
Normally I sleep on my back, so.
Okay, like that.
But yeah, it's not bad though. I could definitely make it work.
And hold on, stay in there real fast. Let me show. Here, somebody else take the wheel here.
Right.
It's a really light little tripod. Go ahead and hold the ridge line and lift yourself up a little bit. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this strap, this lounge strap it's called. And go ahead and lay back again.
Oh yeah.
That changed it, right?
That makes everything different.
That changed it all.
That's right. Now it's a recliner.
Now it's a recliner, yes sir.
That's where I sleep. I would sleep just like that.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that.
Oh yeah, comfort at its finest. And then I take this little. There you go. Back down.
All right, doctor, I'm ready for my exam. That's a nice little setup. Thanks, man.
Makes sense to take the.
There is so much stuff out here to look at. Like, I believe these chairs back here just belong to somebody here, but those things are freaking awesome right there. Just little hammock chairs, folding hammock chairs. Really nice, but like, they've got all kind of vendors up here that have set up, and you can kind of go check out their hammocks and all their gear and stuff. And pretty nice setups here. Okay, making our way back over here to this little table. Let's see if we can purchase something. Your hang con shirts, how much are they?
They are $20.
20 bucks. You have printing the shirts on site here. How cool is that?
It helps keep costs down.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to see me switch.
Yep. That's pretty cool. Check this out. Oh yeah. We're in business.
God Bless the USA, everybody knows that song? He got in with these guys. It's in the shape of a World War II canteen, if you see that. The reason for that is a large amount of profits go back to the Greatest Generation Foundation. There's less and less of them every year, unfortunately, but it goes to them so future generations can learn what they did for us. Great organization.
Can I try one of those also?
Sure thing. Okay, here we go. We got one here. Grab this fire dragon. And one over here to my right.
Fill it up. No, I'm just kidding. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, what was next? Guys, please don't reuse your cups. Just stack them over here or don't reuse.
Well, that's pretty nice. They had the whiskey tasting up there. had to walk away before I tasted all of them. I've only had a little bit of something for breakfast this morning, and I'm hungry. So let's walk back to camp, see if we can find something to eat. Well, I thought I'd get something a little bit different for lunch today, so I've got a couple of these cans of the Bumblebee hardwood smoked oysters. I got that, and I got this tiny little Tabasco and some crackers. So it should be pretty good, and it's probably going to be a gut bomb too. Luckily there's a bathroom right over there, so see how these things are. I actually like these. If you guys have never tried these before, I actually like them myself. They gross most people out. But don't get the off-brand cheapy ones. Those things are disgusting. The Bumblebee ones are actually pretty good though. And these are in oil. Pretty sure. Anyway. How you like that? Doesn't that look delicious? Oops, just poured oil on my tripod. I'm gonna take a couple of these and put them on a cracker. Like that. A little hot sauce on there if I can get the hot sauce to come out. Oh, yep, there it went. Hot sauce is out. Yeah, that's good lunch. I'm gonna sit here and eat my lunch, enjoy myself, and if the wind keeps blowing like it is, I'm gonna go find my hoodie again and put me some sleeves on. Well, they have a thing set up over here doing a DIY pot cozy thing to kind of keep your pots warm after you use them, and also keep it from burning your hands after you're cooking with them. So let's go over here and check it out and see what they're doing.
You just want to cut a piece of reflective that's a little bit longer so you can go over the edge. That part together. Oh, sorry with that.
I am a volunteer with Owl's Nest Sanctuary for Wildlife, and this is Priscilla. She's one of our ambassadors, our educational animals. She was hit by a car, and so she's unreleasable. So we kept her to educate the public.
Very cool. That's neat. Thank you.
No, we literally just got here.
Yeah, there's a lot of different vendors here. Really cool. So here we got Ripstop by the Roll is here. The Jacks Are Better guys are over there. Just a lot of different vendors. And so they did a raffle. You could buy raffle tickets. And the guy said that these vendors pitched in so much to give stuff away. So it's actually a really, really cool event down here. And today's just the first day, so can't wait to see what tomorrow's gonna be. So right here we got the One Wind Outdoors, which is pretty cool. That's that underquilt that I just got is the One Wind Outdoors underquilt. So okay, so I have made the executive decision that this little Onetigris hammock is just not going to work for me. So I have sat in it and laid in it and everything, trying to stretch it out, and there's just, you can't get it tight enough. The ridge line's slipping, and I know I have my trees a little wider than I would prefer them, but with a hammock sometimes you have to be able to adjust for that, and there's just not enough adjustment in this thing for me, and I'm just not gonna keep fighting with it. I've got my other hammock, I know it works. I'm gonna set it up. It's unfortunate because I really wanted to use this hammock, but it's just not for me. It's not gonna work for me. We are all set back up with the OG, the original hammock, and got everything set up, so it should be good and comfortable tonight. And we'll just have to see how things go. They just came out here and brought us a load of firewood, and I think we're fixing to go over here and get us a fire started. Well guys, we got some chili mac, and they were giving out good portions of chili mac up there, and it's delicious too. Me and Ken got us a good fire going here. Ken got him a nice steak he grilled, so we got us a good dinner going. and sit here and enjoy this campfire for a little while. And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty tired, so it ain't gonna be too long, I don't think, before I start getting ready to climb in that hammock and call it a night. So I'm gonna eat my dinner, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Y'all didn't think I was gonna not make my mixed drink tonight, did you? Tonight I have a special little maker's mark. My wife slipped this into my little pack, and it says love and miss you, XOXO Sarah. I miss you too, darling. I wish you was here with me, but now I'm gonna see if I can't get into this thing, because they got it pretty sealed up here. Make me a mixed drink. There we go, I got it now. I think.
Well, it's bad business to drink alone.
You got you a little something? I know it ain't my Evan Williams, but special. Cheers. All right, Ken, what you got?
Got some pipeline punch, some pineapple juice,
Oh, you mixologist over there. Oh.
and some Malibu.
Well, good morning. Made it through the night. Got pretty dang cold last night. I don't know exactly how cold it got, but I know it was down in the 30s last night. And I didn't use my little get out gear blanket. It was a little too cold for that, so I used my bigger sleeping bag. I was completely fine. That new underquilt that I got from Ken worked really good too. I think today I'm gonna try to set that Onetigris Kompound Hammock up in a little bit different location and just see how that works out, because I don't want to give up on it just yet. But right now they got breakfast going down here. Got all my stuff. Let's go down here and get some breakfast. Now, we're a little late for the breakfast call, so I don't even know if there'll be anything left up here. If not, we have plenty of food to cook. I just wanted to kind of come down here and see what they had and kind of show off what they're doing, so we'll see. Is there anything left?
A little.
Is there anything left?
There's a little bit of oatmeal, a little bit of grits, and a couple
have
of pancakes.
I'm running behind.
Just like pancakes.
Sausages went fast. You want blueberry walnut oatmeal?
Sure. That sounds good.
Rock on.
Senior, I'll go see you about
Perfect.
pancakes.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We almost missed it, but we got our breakfast anyway. See if we can find somewhere to sit down. You mind if I sit right here? We have a major issue here. The coffee has run out. Bad time.
We have more coffee if you need more. Coffee is ready.
Finally, got the coffee.
It's hot too.
That's good. All right, so what we got on the smoker here?
Right here, we've got some Boston butts.
Boston butts. This is for lunch?
That's for
Or
dinner.
dinner.
Dinner. It still requires a few more hours of hot smoking.
So what you're telling me is you guys put in a lot of work for this event.
Well, just a little bit, you know, labor of love.
Awesome. Looking good. Well, it appears that I won't be cooking my dinner either. I got smoked Boston butt up here for dinner, so that's pretty dang good, man. The nice thing is this event is free. It didn't cost anything to camp. Now if you have to hook a camper up to the electric, they charge for that, but for the primitive camping it was free. For the event it was free. I made a donation. They have a donation box up there and you can buy raffle tickets and things like that, but all in all it's a almost free event, and they really take care of everybody. Everybody's been super friendly. Really it's just been a nice event. Well, today they have some events going on. Right now they're doing like a 8-mile hike or something like that, and I just wasn't up to that this morning. I didn't want to take off and go do that, but they've got some other things going on I might go check out today. I'll find something to get into today, I'm sure, but here in a little while I'm going to go ahead and try to reset that hammock up over here on these two trees that are a little closer together and see if that doesn't help the setup, but we'll see. Right now I have transferred my coffee over into my Yeti mug so it's staying warm. I'm nursing this little cup of coffee, and I'll sit here and enjoy this, and the sun's starting to come up back here, so hopefully it'll start warming up here in a bit. But winter in Florida. Till about 11 a.m. Okay, so I walked down here to the pavilion, and they are actually doing a little class on creating a continuous loop with Amsteel, and it's a pretty neat little setup. I'll kind of show you what people are doing.
Okay, it's a little warmer and looking for something to get the wind working a little better. Yeah. Thank you. YouTube channel or YouTube website, Facebook. Yeah. Thanks, man. Not a problem.
What the heck? Why don't we try to figure it out ourselves, right? Okay, so we got all these instructions on what we need to do. She's gonna try it, see what happens. Got me some Amsteel here. They got some little tools. I don't know if I'm smart enough to do this, but we'll try it. Okay, so first step, it says insert the splicing needle through the mark on the Amsteel, and they have actually put a mark on there for us. We're going to try that first. 4 strands on each side. Alright. Step 2. Thread turner through the hole and insert through the, or insert other end into the hook. Okay, so this is just to make a hole like that for this to go through. So it looks like we go through here, I'm gonna take this end, and basically we're just capturing it. It says step 3 is to do the same thing on the other end, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so this is definitely not easy for me. Trying to figure this thing out. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, so my wife has already had this done by now. It says pull the ends of the Amsteel away from each other until tight. I'm guessing like that. Pull them until they're tight. It says it'll form a lock stitch, so I guess that's what we got here. Now, insert the turner into the Amsteel about 1 inch past the tapered end. It looks like we're going to put it in here and thread it up through the Amsteel.
This is not good.
About 1 inch, so somewhere in here.
Somebody will wake up soon.
Now we're actually threading it up through the center of the Amsteel, like that. Exit on the X below the lock stitch. I think that's what we're looking for. I'll try to put a couple clips of this whole thing on the video. That way if you're interested in doing this, you can kind of go through each steps too. And maybe I'll actually try to make a PDF or something in the description or something to see if you guys can do it. Maybe I can find a link to these guys who are doing the class here. It's Hanging High Hammocks. Maybe I can find a link for them to throw in the description also. Now it looks like we're supposed to take this, pull it like that, grab this, what they call the tapered end, lock it together, and I'm supposed to pull that inside. Okay, I just figured out a trick. So as you're pulling this back through, if you grab the Amsteel, and you'll see that it will bunch up. If you grab it and let it bunch up, it will pull through a lot easier. Just like that. Pretty cool. Okay. Now we've got one end done. Very cool. I'm guessing second verse is the same as the first, right? Let's try the other side. Well, now that's a continuous loop. With Amsteel, actually, once you figure it out, it's pretty dang easy to do. That's pretty cool. This is a neat class. So you could use these to do gathered ends on your hammocks. You can make a little lark's head with it to tie up gear or anything like that with it. And Amsteel is super strong, so really neat little project to learn. And I'm glad I did this. Appreciate Hanging High Hammocks for putting on this little class up here. Okay, so breakfast was awesome this morning. Kind of run around, done a couple little classes, and it's been a lot of fun. But I want to get back over here on this hammock real quick and give this thing a second try. So I'm just wondering if the hammock just isn't good for a big guy like myself, because I've got really broad shoulders, and that was one of the things I was dealing with yesterday, is it felt like I was just so cinched up. But that could also be because my trees were so far apart that I was having to stretch it really tight to keep it up off the ground. So today I'm going to try it out between these two trees right here, and they're only about 4 paces apart. Normally I like to have like 5 to 6 paces apart between my trees, but because this hammock is an 8.5 foot and my other hammock is an 11 foot, that's probably going to make a huge difference. So we're going to test this thing out between these two trees right here and just see how it does. Now, this won't be a true test of the whole setup, because I've still got my other hammock set up with the straps, So I'm gonna just use these Hammock Python 10 UL straps that I've got, because honestly, if I start using this thing anyway, I'm gonna switch out to these straps. So I'm gonna try setting it up with these straps. They don't have any stretch to them, and I think that's part of the problem with those other straps too, is there's so much stretch to them, almost like bungee cord stretch. So we're going to try it out with these and see if it works better. Try to be careful here because I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this might be sumac here, so I don't want that junk all over my stuff. Dang sure didn't want to put my face on it. That'll be no good. Well, let's just see how that does. All right, let's see. Immediately it feels better. Those straps have so much give to them. It's like trying to set your hammock up with a bungee cord. So I think these straps have made a big difference, plus having the correct length between the trees. So I guess the only thing we can do now is lay back in it and see if it works. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. 1000% different. It's all about getting the right setup. Comfortable completely right now, very much so. Good, I'm happy with that. Just like with any other piece of gear, there's always going to be a learning curve, and I didn't get a chance to field test this at home before I left, so it literally got there, or it got to me the night before I had to leave to come here. So hadn't had a chance to test it out. You guys are seeing exactly like first-hand test of this hammock. And I have to say, I was very disappointed with the way I tried to set it up yesterday. But I would say partly user error. Definitely, I believe that was user error. My trees were just too far apart. And I'm so used to setting up my other hammock that I was trying to set it up like that one. And hammocks are very funny. When you change sizes of the hammocks, your whole setup is different. So just a little learning curve with this thing. One thing I will say, immediately I will get rid of this junky ridge line that it comes with. That ridge line is junk, and I'll put me a better ridge line in there and get that thing set up where I can do it better, because this thing right now, it just slips on the little plastic piece on the end of it. So I don't like the ridge line. Not a huge deal. I can easily put an S-bender on there and make myself another ridge line. Not a big deal. But I'll take you through a couple of the features of this hammock and show you why I initially really wanted this thing. Okay, so one of the reasons I wanted this hammock is because it was so compact. And but this thing has a lot of features to it. So one of the features that's nice about it is it has this second part to the hammock, and it actually is a second piece to the hammock. And you see here it's got a little mesh net. You can roll that thing up and stuff it in there if you're not using the second layer. But the second layer is pretty cool. So you zip this layer down and it essentially puts you in a bag, which would somewhat help retain some heat. And I mean, it's really pretty cool. So along with that, it comes with these little pieces of shock cord, and the ridge line has these little adjustable hooks on them. And what you do is you can hook this down the line to these little hooks on the ridge line, and what that'll do is it'll actually hold this up off of you, so it's not actually laying down on top of you. And I think that's pretty cool. So it actually would hold a little bit of heat in, and I like that. The other thing that I like about that is if you're not using this thing, you can use these hooks on the ridge line to hang up like a headlamp or the gear bag or anything like that you wanted to hang up with it. It's nice to have that right on the ridge line so you can just hook stuff to it. It's pretty cool. So another thing that this hammock has on the sides, it has these little tabs with some cordage. You can pull it out to the side and stake it down. At the end of the cordage here, it has a piece of shock cord. So you can actually hook the shock cord to your stake, and then when the wind blows or you rock back and forth in this thing, it's not going to pull your stake out of the ground. And also, this will help if you don't like the hammock swinging. You know, a lot of times you get in a hammock, it wants to swing back and forth for whatever reason. This will help stop it from swinging. It's not going to lock it in place because of the shock cord, so when you move around, you're not pulling your stakes out of the ground, but it'll slow down that swinging and kind of stop that effect from being so bad anyway. Now I've got a decision to make. Do I take down my hammock that I used last night that worked well and try this hammock out tonight? It's going to be even colder. It's going to be down in the below freezing tonight, probably in the upper 20s tonight. So do I take that setup down and try this setup tonight and see how it works? It's kind of a tough call because I know I was warm last night in that one, but I think I'm going to try it. I think I'm going to do it and see how it does. So fingers crossed everything works and I don't have to get up in the middle of the night tonight and set up my other hammock. So I want to go over here real quick and take a look at Ken's setup. He's got the Onetigris. How do you say that, Ken? Tegma? Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'll put a link for it and kind of tell you what it is. But pretty neat little thing. So it's basically a hot tent for your hammock. And so right now Ken's just got it set up just for his hammock and everything, but he said that he has one of those Mr. Buddy heaters or something to go in it too, right?
Yep, got a Mr. Buddy.
So he got a Mr. Buddy heater to go in there, which is cool. But this thing is like a freaking army tent set up with a hammock inside of it. It's pretty dang awesome. So this is pretty cool here. He's got his hammock set up in here. He's got his chair. He's got his gear set up in here. But there is a ton of room in here, so I mean, you see it's all, boy, it's warm in here, ain't it?
Yes, it actually is.
It actually held some heat in here. That sun's starting to come through here. You don't have no wind. Man, that's a nice little setup there. So another pretty neat feature about this thing is it's got 2 different spots for stove jack in here. So depending on what your chimney setup is, it already has built-in areas right there for your stove jack to come through. So that makes it pretty versatile. So since these trees are so close together, I'm gonna pitch this thing like an A-frame. Then if I have to tonight, I can actually seam up the one end if I want to and keep that wind from blowing through there and keep me a little warmer. It's gonna be really cold tonight. All right, well, we got it all set up. Everything is looking great. It's comfortable. So I definitely know that the problem yesterday was the setup and it was operator error. So I'm really liking the way this thing feels now, and we'll test it out tonight, see how it feels. So making my way over here. Check this out. They have a Florida Trail Association tent here. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what they got. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Familiar with the Florida Trail?
Oh yeah, I've hiked some.
Cool, we've got our annual I Did a Hike on the Swanee River in March. We're giving a presentation at 2 all about the Florida Trail if you want to come check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, these art cards are have our volunteer opportunities on the back all across the state.
Yeah, those are nice too.
Yeah. If you scan this code, it brings you to the sign up page, and it's kind of just a good page to keep for the future for volunteer opportunities. So you can grab those if you want.
Very cool.
They're free.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And you're probably already on our newsletter, but sign up on here.
Yeah. Okay. Look at these. This is so pretty. Very cool. I think we'll come back at 2 and check this thing out. So I just stopped over here and checked out Mike B's barbecue sauces and tasted it. Absolutely delicious. So I couldn't help it. I had to get me a bottle. So I may or may not have came back to whiskey tasting number 2. I'm not the only one though. Hey guys. Hey. Staying warm in your sweaters. It's really, really good. Really good. Alright, so we have tested out some alcohol. What did you guys test out? What were you doing?
I've lost track.
Lost track?
This is the Scotch.
The Scotch right there?
Euro Scotch?
Yep.
Robert Burns.
Okay.
12 years.
So it's been pretty cool up here. We've had a good time. Got Ken over here. He wasn't really he wasn't taste testing the whiskey, but we've had a good time up here. You guys have a good time with it?
It's been great.
Y'all having a good time?
It's been a
weekend?
wonderful time out here. Yes.
Awesome. All right. Well, the food's coming up here in just a second, so I can't wait for it.
Our dear most gracious and heavenly Father, thank you for this precious gift of time to be present in this world that you've given us. Make us always have the ability to see you in it. Thank you for this food. Bless the hands that prepared it. Bless the hands that provided it. Bless it to our use. Make us always aware of the needs of others, and most especially of the needs of one another. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, looks like it's time for dinner. So they just rang the dinner bell, and the line's fixing to start moving now. I'm ready for it. All right. Can I have some, please? There you are. Thank you, sir.
Sauce down the end.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry about your neighbors. It's all okay.
Thank you.
Anti-beans.
Sure. Dog's getting out. Eating good tonight.
Beans for you there, sir.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. Just squeeze it wherever you can get it on there. That worked for me.
I appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Now,
All right. So dinner is served.
what do I do?
Barbecue sauce.
I don't think standing around.
Let's make it a mixed drink.
Yeah. Walking right now. Luckily, we're looking for
It's colder outside. It's cold.
Cheers.
Call them a reservation.
Coleslaw.
That's good.
Where one of my spring t-shirts, but this will.
352 613
Beans are pretty good.
1326.
Put some barbecue sauce on the pork.
I didn't mean to. Well, at least I didn't call the police.
See, someone did what I told him to do. I said,
A lot of good hiking too.
Pretty good. So this is pretty cool. This is all the tier 1 gifts for the raffle. So I'll kind of take you down through here and show you kind of what they're giving away.
Probably the one that separates.
Mine is usually it's in my other one.
About that, like that.
It holds everything. Now the one that I usually do my heavier camping in, I put my pistol in it. It's not that bad.
I had that one made by a friend. That's
A little bit sturdier too up there.
I should put mesh bags.
Pretty cool. So they have a bunch of these bridge outdoors gear, hammocks, ripstop by the roll, little bags, fanny packs and stuff like that. The ripstop looks like they really donated a lot of stuff. Check out these ripstop by the roll lighters. A lot of really nice stuff up here. And this is just tier 1 for the raffle giveaway.
Yeah, well, underground quilt kit, $25.
Pretty exciting to see people win this stuff. So the all this raffle stuff was donated by all these companies, and that kind of helps put on this thing, and really nice of them to do that. So I didn't actually buy any raffle tickets myself, so I won't be winning anything, but it'll be neat to watch other people. Now Ken did get some raffle tickets, so fingers crossed maybe he grabs something. Well, I had the opportunity, so I got me some last minute raffle tickets. Fingers crossed.
One more time! Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some important news up here for you. If you come up here, you're going to find some stacked items. The stack is one item. Okay, so let's, for example, this very rare permethrin you can't get anywhere else. Rubber, a lip guard, and a Lecky license plate holder. All are on one. That's one prize. I want to thank all of our vendors. Every single vendor up here. Go ahead. Please support these vendors. When you get a prize, please try to make it a thank you note, email, tweet, smoke signal, whatever you got. So thank you again for your patience, and we'll get going soon. Green, 35.97. Green.
Really?
Well, that was the first tier. No such luck on the first tier, so let's see what the second tier might have for us.
3748. Whoa, 86, 81. Red, 27, 26.
That's close, but not it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that completes tier 2.
No luck this time. Okay, so now we're up for tier 3, and there's some much bigger prizes up here. So they've got these hammocks and stuff up there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff up here now that's more high tier stuff. So fingers crossed. I don't know. We may not win anything, and if we don't, that's okay. It's been fun. But yeah, there's a lot of nice stuff. A lot of these vendors really gave some nice stuff for this event, so it's pretty cool.
Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. Hammocker is donating 2 full kits to this raffle. They are $1,354 in value. For accessories, we've got one of our mesh tarp sleeves, an economy extra large pillow, a mesh peak pocket, a mesh ridgeline loft, mesh ridgeline organizer, our circadian hammock, bug net hammock, our journey tarp with doors, it's so poly 20D, and then we've got a 20-degree.
Alright, are we ready? Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you surely ready? Yeah. Let's go! First number, 9 orange, 9604. Woo! Woo!
Nice, good job, man.
He's jonesing for the
That's the walk of shame right there.
I'll tell you.
Ticket number away.
I got it.
What a YouTuber, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Well, of course, the camera goes dead before they call my number, but I got me a Jaxer Better underquilt. Super, super nice. And it couldn't come in at a better time because it's cold out here. Well, that's all she wrote for the raffle, guys. So, really, really good time here. It's cold as can be. So, they've got a big communal fire going over here. I'm going to go stand over there and warm up for just a minute, and then I'm ready to head back to camp and get our fire going. I've got to get a new battery in the camera so I can use this. But I'm ready to head back over to camp and get that fire going so we can get good and warm. And I'm about ready to hit the sack because it's been a long day. Oh yeah, now that looks good. Well, got back to camp. Ken's got us a big fire going, and we needed it. It is freaking cold out here, so the heat from that fire is feeling awesome. Got me a drink here, and I think I'm gonna just sit here and enjoy my drink, enjoy this fire, and get ready to climb in that hammock here in a little while. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Hey, good morning, guys. So I actually slept really good last night. The new underquilt worked out really good.
kept me good and warm. And this new hammock, now that I've got it set up the right way, it was really, really nice to have that little cover that kind of zips up over you and have all your stuff cocooned inside it. I think that really made a big difference. So last night we got down to about 31 degrees, I think. 31, 32 degrees, somewhere in there. And so it got pretty cold, but to be honest with you, I didn't really know it was that cold when I woke up until I unzipped everything and stuck my hand out, and I was like, oh wow, okay. So it did get really cold, but I got up and got a fire going, and I wasn't gonna do it because it's the last day and I'm fixing to be headed home, but I'm gonna heat up some water and make me some coffee. I'm ready. I gotta say, this was really an awesome event. So they had so many things to do up their classes and things like that, and the food was great and the people were great. Honestly, if you're into hammock camping and hammocks or just camping, this is an event you should probably check out next year. Huge thank you to all the people who put this thing together. They worked so hard cooking all the food and literally putting themselves last, and really a huge thank you to those who put the thing on. And then the vendors who donated everything. It was amazing to see how much stuff was donated last night. I mean, they just went above and beyond. So really, really cool. I'm glad that I went the last second and bought those raffle tickets. I ended up winning a Jacks or Better, it's like a combo underquilt, overquilt kind of thing. And last night I used it for an overquilt. It's like a 20 degree, and with that and my underquilt, I was completely fine last night. So pretty stoked, pretty happy about that. And just had a really, really good time down here. So I'm ready to get some coffee in me this morning. I don't know how I did it, but I only got 1 pack of oatmeal. But I am gonna make me some oatmeal this morning. I just feel like I need to get something in my stomach, so I'm gonna drink me some coffee and eat me 1 little packet of oatmeal and get this place packed up. Oh yeah. Now we still got plenty of water, plenty of hot water in case Ken wants to make him a cup of coffee or something this morning. So, got 1 piddly little thing of oatmeal. I don't know how I did that, but that's okay. Ken, I got some hot water for you if you want to make coffee or anything. And I got some of my this 3-in-1 coffee if you want. That's good. Kind of needed that warmth this morning. get something a little warm in my body.
So you got some hot water?
Yeah, it's hot water here, and I got one of these 3-in-1 coffees if you want to try them.
Yeah, let me try one of them.
They're pretty good. It's got the cream and sugar and everything in.
Cream, sugar, and everything.
Yep.
All right.
They're good.
Old Town, 3-in-1.
Yeah. Look at that steam coming off of there. Well, I have had a great time this weekend. Met some really cool people. You can see we got the camp all cleaned up, and we're ready to get out of here. So appreciate you guys watching this video. If you like what you saw, hit that thumbs up button for me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. You can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and like I said, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Thanks to everyone who put on HangCon 2023. See you next week. Well, looks like we got a slow leak on this tire up here. Good thing we got that little battery pack with the air compressor on it. Always best to be prepared, right?